3, 2, 1.
All right, let's get into this intuitive tarot card reading. This intuitive reading for Tim Anderson, Bria Anderson, and Dejah Lanee. All right, this reading is alleged for entertainment purposes. Sometimes the tea is hot and sometimes it's not. You have to watch the video to the end to determine for yourself. Okay, so somebody, one of the subscribers, shout out to you. Thank you. Was like, sis, you got to do it. And I'm like, look, it ain't my business till you make it my business. So I guess it's my business to get into this business real quick. And then that's it, right? So let's see what Spirit says. Let's just jump right into it. Okay, so these cards flew out. Spirit is acknowledging that there is a pregnancy or was a pregnancy or could be another pregnancy, but there is a pregnant belly here. So let's not negate the fact that we see a pregnant belly. Let's also not negate the fact that we see black, which means that there's protection. We see orange, emotion, and yellow is just that sacral chakra. Like, I can do whatever I say I'm gonna do. Okay, so in regards to these three individuals, Tim Anderson, Bria Anderson, and Dejah Lanee, there's an energy of abundance, fertility, belief, support, growth, warmth, beginnings, and in your prime. When it comes to these three, again, Spirit is acknowledging that there is love, there is passion, and there is communication. There is water element here. So someone could be a water sign or someone could just be stomping and creating a lot of emotion for the three of them in the group, okay? But this has to do with the karmic, karmic partnership, past life connection. This is karmic. There's a lesson that needs to be learned here for one or all of them. This has to do with origin, nostalgia, memories, tradition, tribute, visit, and a past connection. Spirit is acknowledging that someone is making it seem as if this was just a very gullible, nonchalant, oblivious experience, that they lacked experience. There's inexperience here. Gullibility, study, and apprenticeship is needed. Like, the situation was just like, I just, you know, that kind of sad song. If you know Q Sweat's sad song, I don't know why Q Sweat's coming to mind right now, but yeah, one of his sad songs. Okay. But Spirit is also acknowledging that this situation is creating nuisance, hassle, provocation, opportunism, and freeloading with the swamp angel. This is also giving me some southern vibes. I'm hearing Florida, Floridian. So someone could be from those areas, or it's just telling me like this is a southern type of coastal energy, but it's dirty, it's muddy, it's swampy, and it's a hassle. Okay, when it comes to these three, Spirit is acknowledging that it needs to be a come to Jesus moment. There needs to be truthful communication, integrity, divine intervention, surrender, and reconciliation. In the middle of the deck, Spirit is saying what we are not seeing is whatever floats your boat. Someone is putting all of their boats into the water because they're emotional. This could be a water sign or not, but one of these three people is putting everything out there because they're emotional and they're looking for fulfillment. They're looking for enthusiasm. They're following their bliss and their money. They're following their passion and they're doing them. They're like, whatever. Subconsciously, Spirit is acknowledging that with these three, it was a lot of emotion. It's a lot of communication, but there was this kind and tender care, charming, beautiful, flirtatious, and delicious experience. And this is where we are with this situation. Spirit is also acknowledging I need to split the deck, so I'll go ahead and do so. You already know. Spirit is saying like, yeah, don't do it. Anytime they say do it, I do it. Okay, so in this relationship with these three, someone is at the heart of it is just saying there's a friendship, there's an appreciation, devotion, worthiness, caring, playful, teasing. There is passion here with this big heart, but it is raining cats and dogs, and this is a temporary intensity until someone decides to surrender. This too shall pass, but they need to release and they need to cleanse. Spirit is also acknowledging that there is some brouhaha in the midst of this, so someone is playing with manipulating someone else's energy. Okay, there's a breakthrough, solution, originality, receptivity, and faith. And Spirit is acknowledging that this has to do with a relationship, a soul partnership of some sort. We see water again, so this could be emotional for these three, or someone is a water sign. But there's a soul partnership, resonance, true love, mirror match, blessings, and life mate. And they're just going through a lot. But more importantly, the reason why they're going through so much and there hasn't been a release is because somebody is manipulating their energy with a love spell. And I'm just going to keep it completely honest with you guys, okay? So how does Tim Anderson feel about Bria? I'm just going to use his name as a common denominator, okay? How does Tim Anderson feel? Thank you, Spirit. So He feels like she's barking up the wrong tree, dead end, stalemate, not now, lack of clarity, perspective shift is needed. So there's a dog here, which lets me know that there's loyalty. There's also ancestral intervention, because trees make me feel like ancestors, okay? But he's acknowledging, like, do not do this now. You don't have enough information. Don't do it. Don't do it. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously that they might go on a vacation of some sort, trying to get away. I'll get around to it. What's the rush? Waiting, inspire, actually only trust and relax and allow the flow. And in the middle of the deck, he is saying that a part of this, when it comes to her, does give him some kind of satisfaction. He does feel totally content. It's a yes, wishes granted, mastery, joyous resolution. So he is getting something out of this situation and seeing her deal with this, and that is interesting. Sending her love and light. How does Tim Anderson feel about Dejah Lanee? Thank you, ancestors. All right, look, he's sweating like a sinner in church when it comes to her. Guilt, remorse, nerves, worry, confession, coming clean, apology, integrity is needed. Subconsciously, he's acknowledging that he's putting all his boats into the water, trying to gain some direction, water, emotion, or there's a water element within these two, Dejah and Tim. But there is fulfillment, enthusiasm, following your bliss and money, passion, do you. So he's trying to figure this shit out. But he's also acknowledging when it comes to her, that he's throwing three sheets to the wind. He's blowing off steam, rebellion, merriment, overindulgence, and trying to escape. There's a beverage in one hand, music in the other. There is spiritual intervention. With the blue, this is communication. He's communicating it. With the red, he's trying to get grounded. And we do see a candle here, which means he is asking for some type of spiritual advice or some type of spiritual intervention. Help me. Help me. You know, like, what did I get myself into? Okay. Let's see what else the ancestors have to share. Moving in love and light for Tim Anderson in regards to how he feels about Bria Anderson. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So there's this energy of him feeling like he's coming for her, but this feels like an aggressive stance here. And there is black, so he's trying to protect himself. There's some Cancer signs, some Cancer element in this energy with it when it comes to Tim and Bria. And there's also this energy where she's like in the middle of the deck, she's no longer waiting. These cards did want to come out. Leo and Aquarius energies want to come out. So we have this strong energy trying to get in the front of things and trying to fix things and trying to get ahead of things. And then we also have this Aquarius energy trying to think about things, thinking things quickly and trying to resolve and trying to bring balance, trying to solve an issue, a problem of some sort, right? Tim Anderson and Dejah Lanee, current energy. Interesting. All right, so center stage, everything is in the focus. I see red, let me know, needs to get grounded. There's a female in the back of there, and she's center stage. Okay, she's here I am. And then subconsciously, now he's coming for her. He's in his stance, his angry stance, almost similar to the same, absolutely the same card. Thank you, Spirit. I thank you, energy. He's wearing black. He's trying to protect himself. And in the middle of the deck, in a relationship. Okay, Spirit is acknowledging I need to break the deck. Again, and in bed crying over you. Like she's in bed crying over you, Tim. Okay. Current energy for Tim and Bria Anderson. So someone is sick. Someone is like needing to get help, therapy, physical, mental help behind this situation. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously that they feel like there's a lot of unknowns, that this brings a lot of confusion their way, that there's a messiah complex. Like you act like you this and you act like you that, but you really out here doing this? Like, yeah, right. Okay. And in the middle of the deck, someone, Bria or Tim, it is coming off as Bria, but wanting to change some things about themselves because they just not feel like they measure up to what the other person wanted. Okay. Tim Anderson and Dejah Lanee. All right, so we do got a fire sign. So this could be a fire sign or just a temperature. Like the shit is getting real hot right now. Like we're arguing. It's feisty. There's debates. But there's also this passion that it brings around too. Spirit is actually, is acknowledging subconsciously that there's jealousy, haters. Someone's going to be friend zoned because there's just too much inappropriate things happening. And then there's going to be an unwanted message or contact making the first move. Like, you don't want to talk to me? You don't want to answer the phone? Boom. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. So this is the move. You want to shut me up? Okay. 1 second. 1 second. I'm about to blow your spot up. There's more that Bria wants to say. So what else does Bria want to say to Tim Anderson? Thank you. Okay, she's saying that she's drowning in her emotions. There's a lot of things that have been unexplored with them, and that it feels unpredictable right now, like they're not on solid ground, whereas before she felt like they were. There's an energy with him that he's complacent. He's a rule follower. There's some indifference and ego within the midst of them. And in the middle of the deck, there was a fast and sudden connection. She's acknowledging that with him and her, and it was sex positivity, and it was pleasure, but this is all around a one-night stand. This is what Spirit is saying, you know, and hey, I'm 10 toes down with my ancestors, okay? All right. Thank you, Spirit. What you want to say? They said that someone is venting and talking about their issues and letting everybody know. One of the three, okay? What does Bria Anderson want to say to Dejah Lanee? Energy towards Dejah Lanee. Bria's energy towards Dejah Lanee. Thank you. She feels like, okay, thank you. 3, 4. Look, Spirit is not playing. Thank you. All right, so I usually don't call this many cards, but Spirit said you don't play with me. All right, so create. She's like, you're a great actress. She's like, Dejah, you're a great actress. You're putting on a show. She feels like she's under spiritual attack when it comes to her. You're fighting. She's trying to fight off the negative energies and fighting a spiritual warfare and needing to clear her energy. She's like, there's going to be an investigation. She says that she was just fulfilling a fantasy, that they got caught up, finding evidence, getting caught and cheating. Like, you cheated and you got caught. She's also saying that she's going to set the record straight. So there might be a podcast or some type of something that they're going to get in front of a camera or in front of a microphone and actually set the record straight on her behalf, how she feels about Dejah Lanee. She's like, you guys just, it was sex. It was sex. It was pleasure. Sports player into games. Like, he was into this. He was almost like tracking him. Isn't he an athlete? So Spirit's just acknowledging, okay? And then she says that there is a private relationship. She's acknowledging that that you guys had a private relationship. Spirit said break the deck. When I say you, I'm saying her husband, Tim Anderson, and Dejah Lanee. She's also acknowledging that she herself is a diamond girl and she's born to shine, and that she's going to rise above it. Like, she's like, I want to rise above this. Okay. Tim Anderson to Dejah Lanee. How does he feel about Dejah Lanee? Tim Anderson. Thank you. He's like, no, they fucked up. He's like, I know I fucked up, okay? He feels like he's getting kicked to the curb, or he has to kick her to the curb. This man is actually kicking the female to the curb. And he's in the middle of the deck, red lipstick stains, evidence of cheating. It just keeps coming out, okay? Just keeps coming. Tim Anderson to, thank you. When I was going to say Bria, he's standing his ground, ready for battle, defending himself. He is trying to get a room, a hotel suite, business and pleasure, trying to treat her, right? But in the middle of the deck, he sleeps around. He's a hoe. He's a free-for-all. That's what Spirit is saying. So, and that's unfortunate. Sending them love and light. This reading is a legend and for entertainment purposes. Ooh. All right. Tim Anderson, Dejah Lanee, and Bria Anderson. All right, Spirit is acknowledging with these three, with the Ace of Wands, passion and business, there's inspiration here, trying to make things work, trying to fix things work, having a big idea to try to fix it. But subconsciously with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's just overwhelming. It's just way too overwhelming, and they can't keep balance of it all. They can't juggle it. In the middle of the deck, someone's going to withdraw with the Four of Cups, and it's very emotional. Again, we got emotional, or we have a water sign. Tim Anderson and Bria Anderson. All right, Spirit is acknowledging that with the Three of Wands, passion and business is in reverse. There's failure here in their relationship. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously because of the lovers, because of that partnership that he had with Dejah Lanee. In the middle of the deck, Spirit is acknowledging with the Knight of Swords that they are trying to be action-oriented now in the middle of the deck, that they're trying to face forward, they're trying to graduate this situation, you know, graduate from this problem and move on, move forward. Spirit says split the deck. But there's a lot of immaturity with the Page of Cups creating more emotion, and someone's sad. Someone is also a water sign, possibly. Tim Anderson and Dejah Lanee. So with Dejah Lanee, he's saying with the Seven of Pentacles, or the energy is reading that there was a vision, like they set things in play, like we're going to do this, we're going to sow these seeds, you know, we're going to set a foundation for you and I. With the King of Pentacles, this is giving me some type of earth sign element. Again, he's saying that he was faithful to her. This is quite interesting. In the middle of the deck, there was an openness about this relationship with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, almost like it was an open relationship, like knowingly, like this is where I am. Spirit says with the deck. Ooh, Tim Anderson and Dejah Lanee. There's avoidance here with the Tower card in reverse. They're trying to avoid disaster. They're trying not to go through the Tower moment, because the Tower moment is chaotic, and it's uprooting, and it's devastating. Okay. There's also recovery here with the Five of Pentacles, trying to recover with avoiding what's really going on. Spirit is saying with the Nine of Swords, so this gives somebody a lot of anxiety. They think about it all the time. With the Page of Wands, again, there's enthusiasm, like let's figure this out, let's create a plan. But with the Fool card in reverse, it's just reckless. It's just reckless. They can never get it started because it's not for you. Do you understand? So especially when you're manipulating energy, Spirit is acknowledging with the Temperance, they are unbalanced as a partnership, as a unit. These two together are unbalanced, and it's excess. They're doing way too much. It's excess. Spirit is also acknowledging that there's a lot of repressed emotions with these two, with the Ace of Cups in reverse. It's not going to work out. It's just going to end up in a breakup, okay? And depression with the Sun card in reverse, okay? Spirit says split the deck, I'll split the deck. All right, with the King of Cups, this man is just very diplomatic. He's trying to be a father. He's trying to carry all the weight of everything that he's done. He wants to move forward. He wants to keep his eyes on the prize, like looking over yonder. But over yonder, there are mountains because people are hurt. Spirit says split the deck again. It's a stalemate. Yep. Not now. Lack of clarity with the Two of Swords. It's a stalemate when it comes to him and Dejah Lanee. Unfortunately, again, this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. All right, what's next for Dejah Lanee and I'll say Bria Anderson? With the Nine of Cups, they're going to have to be content. Like this is it. Accept your fate. You guys have children that are siblings, okay? Spirit is also acknowledging that with the Judgment card in the reverse, there is some self-doubt here, meaning that someone has yet to like really deal with what's taking place, really evaluating the situation. There's self-doubt, like, okay. And then again, with the Two of Wands, indecisive. Like, I don't know how to move forward with this person. I don't want to move forward with this person. I know that in life we're going to have to cross paths, but I'm just very indecisive at this moment. Okay, what's the future for Tim Anderson and his wife Bria Anderson? Eight of Cups, disappointment. Ace of Swords, they will have a breakthrough subconsciously. But with the Devil card in in reverse, someone wants out. Someone is going to want out. It's too much. It's too much to bear. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does.